Hello, this is Idodmg and welcome back to the channel. In this WOLCEN video, I'm going to be covering Content Patch 2 that is set to be released at the end of September or early October, assuming there's no delays. I want to go ahead and start off this video by just thanking everyone that hung out with me on Saturday night and chatted with me for a bit there on the stream. You guys seriously just remotivated me to get back into WOLCEN, and just you guys talking to me about WOLCEN, I couldn't stop thinking about the game the whole time I was trying to play Classic WoW. So seriously, thank you guys for letting me just nerd out and just talk about everything ARPGs like I love to do. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. So Content Patch 2 is titled Wrath of Sarisel. And what this mode is it's an upgraded expedition type of mode, basically. So if you've been playing the game and you've been doing expeditions, it's going to be a little familiar when it comes to that. This mode is meant to require multiplayer co-op that requires strategy. They've said that they're going to use AI technology that is inspired by survival games. So I'm hoping some really challenging bosses, cool mechanics to learn to outplay. We'll have to see. So as far as how does this mode actually work? What's it look like? Well, you go to an expedition, but before you enter, you have to add several area alterations. So they haven't actually said specifically what this means. I'm hoping it's not like Chaos Bane where you just go and... Sorry to bring up Chaos Bane. I know there's not a love surrounding that game, but in Chaos Bane, when you roll a map, you just go and click a button, pay some gold, and it just generates a map for you. I hope WOLCEN doesn't do that. I hope WOLCEN does something more where you have to like find these alteration runes or map modifier, like items you find while playing the game that you have to save up and then use to alter these expeditions to enter the Wrath of Sarisel mode. But we'll have to wait and see. So once you've altered the expedition several times and unlocked the Sarisel mode, you go into a map and you fight through this randomly generated map, and during this time you can't port out. There's no loot until the end. It's kind of like a Greater Rift. It's a timed thing and you want to try to hurry and not die. But while you're doing this, you're going to randomly encounter Sarisel's half-breeds. Think of these as mini bosses. They're supposed to be really challenging. These are the AI that they're talking about that were inspired by the survival games. So I'm super excited for that. Some of the alterations that they showed off for some of the modifications to areas are exploding enemies. There's one where your teammates will explode randomly and you have to try to dodge out of it, so you don't want to stack up. There's ones where elites will spawn ads on death. There's a ton of stuff like that. We've all seen it before in the genre, but let's hope it's cool. And if you stack these all up, it could be pretty crazy. One of the coolest systems that I think is really cool to see in a game like WOLCEN is the Nemesis system. I know Diablo 3 had this on consoles, but it's not what you're thinking. The Nemesis system is if an enemy kills a player in your group, that enemy then becomes a nemesis. And what this means is they heal up to full. They fully cleanse all the dots and ailments off themselves. They become stronger, and you have to kill it. And also, each player that it kills, it will gain an extra boss modifier on it. So what this means is if one of your players die, you need to target that nemesis down as soon as possible because you can't res that player until that nemesis is dead. But if he happens to kill more and more players, he's going to get more and more boss mods. So if 3 of the players die and you're left to solo, he's going to have 3 extra boss mods, and it's going to be a tough time. But I'm excited for it. I think it's a really cool feature to see. And last but not least, the most important part of an ARPG is rewards. How are we going to be rewarded for this, right? So as I said, during the Wrath of Sarisel mission and map, there's no loot. You're going for pure speed, time, and efficiency. But the way that you get those awesome loots is at the end, there will be a chest that you can open. Hopefully a big old loot explosion. We'll have to see on that. But the coolest thing about this mode is at the very end there's a reward screen, and based on your performance, I think the highest rank is S. And that's based on your speed, minimal deaths, pretty much I think that's what decides your score. But you can get up to 5 items from that. Lower scores, you get less items. And also, for the Wrath of Sarisel mode, there's uniques that can only be found in this mode to incentivize people to try it out. They have said that later on, they're going to change that, and the uniques won't be specific to the Wrath of Sarisel. But for now, they're just trying to motivate more people to try it out. But anyway, that's enough for this video, and I'm super pumped. And again, thank you to everyone that watched this video, and like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. It means so much to me. And I want to say thank you again to everyone that just chatted with me on Saturday night, the night that I recorded this video. I literally talking to you guys about ARPGs just got me going again. You know, I've been so absorbed in Classic WoW, which isn't a bad thing, but man, I love ARPGs, and I can't wait for this update on WOLCEN. Anyway, that's enough. I can't say thank you enough. So anyway, I will quit rambling, and as always, like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch if you haven't yet. Please check out the links down below, and as always, we'll see you next time.